10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
The Giants usually give me a tough fight. It was like 50-something to 13, 14.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards. 5-yard line.
I feel like 3 o'clock in the morning for video. His homeboy and then his brother got on. Your eyes started burning.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the counter, it's Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got his man, Boyd. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Wentz now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
It's 3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Wentz going to throw.
God dang you, man!
Touchdown!
Started to play, man.
Jack Doyle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score on opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
You still thirsty in the moment? Okay.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Sherman. Right side complete. That's Woods. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
Wait till they actually open.
First down.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sherman. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Okay,
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 7, Cowboys 3.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Yeah, that could be great, bro.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Sherman. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Yo, that was weird, man. Like, all his people bunched in the middle, and then that your boy.
So
yeah.
from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
You got this.
Back to throw. Sherman. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
I know about that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Fight for everything.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on 2nd down. Sherman trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Wentz to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
And 3 at the 6-yard line.
This is Elliott. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Cover everybody.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted.
They
It's C.J.
cheated. They
Henderson
cheated for me.
picking it
This
off.
game is so
If you
gay.
combine
This game's so
last week
stupid,
and this
man.
week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A gain of 30.
Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities.
No!
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Eagles take
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
For the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk
Oh,
takers
my God.
Tyler
Look at this
Boyd,
game.
he's going to go. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Oh, my God.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
This one brought in by Jefferson. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And give him time to, oh my God.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 27, Wentz, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
You better not touch him.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Play action. Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
By Jeff Okudah.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They go to Elliott again. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Derrick Henry.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Darius Smith on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 30.
This is Henry.
Good.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run with Henry.
Henry breaking every
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
Cowboys.
Off the bootleg. Sherman. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Oh, my God. That far
They'll
back?
try to run some clock now with Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Brought down right at
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Sherman.
Oh, good
And
play.
that will be incomplete.
That was good.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, big man with ball meant bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's good.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Oh, my God. What you think he's doing?
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shelton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score. Pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on the
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Sherman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bush. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Goal, Dallas.
That was a touchdown, man.
Today's final.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Rock with old boy.
So for Dallas, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.